church, as we are doing it, is broken. The church was never designed for us to come and sit. God did not give us what we have for us to come and to just sit. The church, the purpose and the point of church was never for childcare or for comfortable seating. The purpose and the point, the reason that Christ died on the cross for the church was for us to find strength in this embassy, this place, this safe haven, to hear from God and to go out and do what we heard. It was never, the Bible tells us, get to it in a few weeks, we're moving that way here, and as we get over to Mark 16. It says, go, make disciples, teaching, baptizing all nations. You know that we have now, God has blessed us with growing culturally, and there's some different nations here. But all nations are not coming through those doors. We are to go as we hear. I'll be sharing with our ministers and elders tomorrow, and as the Lord sees fit, at some point I can make the website available, but came across this church this week in Tampa called the Underground Church. And it's this idea that in the Bible, God would speak to one person over here who maybe be of a different culture, a different nation, a different language, and he would speak one thing to a person, and then he'd speak something else to this person over here, and he'd speak something else to this person over here, and then their paths would be orchestrated by the Spirit of God to meet, and they would come together and they would say, I had this dream from the Lord, and I had this vision from the Lord, and I had this peace to offer, and I had this peace, and they would all come together, and they would do this powerful thing in the Lord. And the whole idea is that what we see is really not the church. The church is really the Spirit of God moving in the underground, in the quietness. He's orchestrating and moving and changing pieces around because we all belong to Him. The church belongs to the Lord. And this church was interesting, and I watched the video. It's about 30 minutes long, so I'm not showing it this morning. But I'll show it to you at some point, and it's interesting because it talks about how they have all these different micro churches. Over 200 micro churches come from this church, and they do amazing things in the Lord, and none of them happen in a sanctuary. One person in the church was given a vision for bikes for the homeless, so they go all over the city, now all over the world, getting bikes donated, and they fix the bikes up, and they give the bikes to the homeless, and if anyone is in need of a bike, they give them a bike so they can get around. You say, well, a bike, that's cute. No, a bike means a way to move around. If you don't have a car, now you can get to a job. And they take the money from the bikes and they give it back to the homeless, and they're feeding thousands of people. That doesn't happen in here. It doesn't happen on the inside. It happens when dreams are dreamed by the Spirit of God, and God speaks to you, and because God has said it and He shows you and He shared with you, you now go out and do. See, I'm looking for the time and the day when great miraculous things are coming forward and forth from the church because we've heard from God, and God has put something on our heart in such a way that we can't just come and sit, but we come and then we go.